Hello and welcome to your Long Island weather update on your last day of February, a leap day, February 29th. Normally it's less than 29 days, but we had a very blustery day today, windy day with sun and a lot of clouds in the that kind of got better toward the afternoon. But you could see, as expected, we had a lot of clouds pop up across the area here. It's our high resolution satellite. You can see it tended to get a little bit better toward the afternoon, but we didn't really get into a lot of the sunshine until after 2 o'clock today. Anyway, our current satellite shows mostly clear skies, though there's a little bit of cirrus over there, and you can see this all off to the south over here. Now, I want to go over the wind reports before we do anything else here, because those winds last night were pretty impressive, and you can see here, Bridgeport Airport gusted to 56 miles an hour. We're going to go through some of these here. At Brooklyn College, they had a gust of 57 miles an hour. In Nassau County, Bayville reported 64 miles an hour. Wantaw gusted to 50 miles an hour. In Orange County, Montgomery Airport, 54 miles an hour. And Kew Gardens, Hills, and Queens, 61 miles an hour. And in Staten Island, 55-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Stony Brook gusted to 72 miles an hour. That's incredible. Eaton's Neck, 63 miles an hour. Saw a lot of high wind reports in Suffolk County. Bating Hollow, 59 miles an hour. West Hampton Airport, 54 miles an hour. Farmingdale Airport, 52 miles an hour. Westchester Airport had a gust of 59 miles an hour. Westchester had a wind gust of 59 miles an hour at the Tappan Zee Lighthouse. At the airport, 56 miles an hour. And at Robbins Reef in New Jersey, a 66-mile-an-hour wind gust are reported. Atlantic Beach, 58 miles an hour. And Fire Island reported a 50-mile-an-hour wind gust. So these were pretty damaging wind gusts last night, and there was extensive damage there were a lot of power outages, and it really wasn't talked about. Long Island didn't get hit too hard with the power outages. They were mostly on the smaller side, but for New Jersey, they actually wound up getting hit pretty hard. And looking here at JCP&L, you'll see here that we have damaged even some transmission lines, sub-transmission lines here. This one snapped right off. They have to replace the pole. You could see some other wires down here, trees down, poles down. A lot of wind, a lot of damage here. I'm not sure exactly where this is. I think it's mainly in northern Jersey that there was a lot of damage. There's a pine tree, a white pine tree that came down, not a pitch pine. Extensive damage from this wind event that we wound up having today. Overnight, it was really incredible, but not really a lot of coverage in the media about it. They're fixated on the certain people, of course. Had something bad happen to them in their little enclave. But anyway, News 12 New Jersey did wind up covering it, actually, but not our Long Island News 12. But there were a lot of people that lost power last night. Probably, I think, 60,000 people in New Jersey, I think. I don't know about Long Island, but there was a lot of people that lost power from that wind last night. When you see those wind gusts gusting like that, pretty incredible to see. Going over our climate statistics for today at Islip, high was 43. We still got into the 40s. The normal value of 44, only 1 degree below normal, and because of the low of 30 being 2 degrees above normal, we're still 1 degree above normal today for our mean temperature. Central Park was 2 degrees below normal with a high of 43 and a low of 31. So not that much below normal. We still made it to the 40s today. I was hoping maybe we'd be in the 30s, but no, that didn't happen. So looking at our current conditions around outside right now, still somewhat breezy out there, not as breezy as it was, but Islip's 32, and we had a high of 43 there being reported. And again, 32 degrees, dew point 12, and a northwest wind at 5. That's come down a lot. And you can see the air pressure is up to 30.41. So there was a really tight pressure gradient. If you look at the pressure gradient between now and this time last night, or even early this morning, you'll see that the barometer is all the way down to, it got all the way down to 29.47 inches. Actually 29.45 inches. So we went from 29.45 to 30.30. That's impressive. And that's why we had all that wind, a very tight pressure gradient. And you see, throughout the day, we had a lot of breezy, windy conditions too, and clouds. and winds gusting up into the 30s. But the damaging wind was mainly overnight last night. That's when we had the really damaging wind that caused all the power outages. Though again, I don't think anyone's talking about it. Let's see if I don't even think Newsday's talking about it. The storm. Let's see. Let's see if anyone's talking about the storm. Nope. Nope, that storm was pretty bad. But again, if something happens to a certain demographic, it's going to steal the headlines because the media just loves them. So anyway, so we got temperatures around 30. No radiational cooling yet. Maybe a little bit in the Pine Barrens west of Temps River at 27. Let's go look at our highs for the day. And highs, yeah, mid-40s generally across the area. Maybe low 40s out east, mid-40s generally across the area. So really close to normal, not really even below normal. And this is the only day we're going to have that's going to be close to normal. See, lows are around normal to slightly above normal, though. Some areas got a little colder and got into the 20s. We'll look at the precipitation here from that storm from the past 2 days and see what we had here. Some areas got a little more than others. So some areas got over an inch. Some areas got over an inch. Not much in the city. Jersey didn't get that much. Seemed like some areas of Suffolk County wound up getting a little more, quarter of an inch to an inch of precipitation. So just showing you what the day was like today. Obviously, when the sun did come out, I did try to. I couldn't go into Southern's Pond in Babylon because of what happened there. But it's a pine tree there in Babylon, and this is what it looked like at Twin Lakes. The sun did eventually come out, and we didn't have too many clouds by like 3:30, 4 o'clock. By then, though, it was kind of late. So let's look at the models and talk about what we have coming up for tomorrow. I'll go over the weekend weather tomorrow night. But you see high pressure stays over us, starts moving offshore tomorrow, and that gets us into the return flow. And that's where we'll see our winds shift off to the south. Let's look at the HRRR model. We'll look at the 0Z HRRR model. And obviously, we will be dry tomorrow, no precipitation. The next chance of precipitation will be Saturday, which unfortunately looks to be a rather crappy day. And we'll, like I said, talk about that more tomorrow night. Let's look at our dew points and wind flow here. And we got the light northwesterly winds turning to the north, then turning to the southeast, and then to the south by the afternoon tomorrow. I think it'll be very similar to Sunday, I think. Was it Sunday? So hopefully we can have that was a pretty decent day. And hopefully you enjoy the scent because it's really the only sunny day we're going to have for a while. And then southerly winds come, and that brings in the moisture for that rain that we're going to have for Saturday, which again I'll talk about tomorrow night. So let's look at the temperatures tonight. We will be dropping below freezing. If the winds drop off, we could see some radiational cooling, and if that happens, some of the Pine Barrens areas could get down to the teens. Otherwise, 20s for a lot of locations, mid to upper 20s, except low 30s in the more urbanized areas. And tomorrow will be warmer. If you're in New Jersey, it'll be significantly warmer. Probably temperatures up 45 to 50, and then over Long Island, we'll probably have mid-40s probably for highs. And then tomorrow night, temperatures won't drop as much as the higher clouds roll in. See temperatures in the 33 range there. Let's look at some soundings on the HRRRs. Will kind of tell us what we can expect in the sky. You can see these lines are somewhat close together, but they are far enough apart that I think we'll have at least, I'm sure they'll probably be closer together from where we go to the south. No, they're pretty decent, but this is only at 10 o'clock. Let's move this over to 1 o'clock. This is where things are going to, we'll actually pick this to noon. Put this over noon, 12 o'clock here. Let's see if those lines get any closer. If they show up at all. You know, they are kind of close, but we're going to have to watch the possibility of some scattered jet chunk, but hopefully we'll have a mostly sunny day. Let's go to the RGM next and look at our skies. You can see it does show a little bit of cirrus off to the north that could possibly roll in. And then it could be some scattered, like I said, there could be some scattered junk. But it's the best day we're going to have, unfortunately, because after that, then the clouds kind of roll in. You can see a little bit of it showing up on the RGM, because if we look at the satellite, you can see there's already this is the warm air advection coming in. So if we actually pull this out, CONUS view here is the problem. That high moves in and it moves out. So you can see we already have the warm air advection coming in over here. And then this is our next storm. This is our storm for Saturday that we're going to have to deal with. There's that Pacific jet again, of course. So this will be a brief one tonight. Tomorrow night we'll talk more about the weekend, but hopefully we'll have a decent amount of sunshine. We will. The only question is whether we're going to have any jet chunk or cirrus in the sky mixing with that sunshine. Hopefully we can get a mostly clear sky tomorrow. Hopefully. And it's our only shot we're going to have for a while. So thank you for watching and have a good night.